welcome to Young Turks, India's longest running show on entrepreneurship. I'm Shruti Mishra. I'm at the 21st Wharton India Economic Forum 2017, an annual student-run India-centric conference, one of the largest India-focused business conferences that gives thought leaders a platform to discuss the opportunities present in India and the challenges that need to be addressed. With its aim to promote entrepreneurship for the last 3 years, the forum has been hosting a startup competition that features India-focused startups. And Young Turks is proud to partner it 4th time in a row. This year, 10 finalists will battle it out for a prize money that sums up to $18,000 and will also receive mentorship from leading VCs. It's now time to begin the competition. First up, we have Rajasthan-based Karma Healthcare that is using technology to improve healthcare access in rural India. Please welcome on stage Jagdeep Gambhir.
We open e-doctor clinics. We have since 2014, we've treated 37,000 patients on our model. Key thing to note, it's a shared services model. What it means is that we are not hiring our own doctors. We are hiring doctors like what Uber does, right? There are doctors who are out there in the private market, in their clinics, in their hospitals, and we are connecting with them to provide healthcare. We have treated 37,000 patients. Average ticket size or average transaction is about 140 rupees. We have a gross profitability about 23% that we have.
As you scale, my question is, how are you going to sign up enough doctors? Because the problem itself arose because the doctors, there's just not enough doctors out there.
There is a doctor market which is in the private space who actually sees these patients who actually come from the rural areas to them, right? So we are tapping those doctors and thereby, making that the patients coming from a rural area to see the doctor, and it probably would take, many times patients won't even come there, is to connect. But yes, the problem of doctor access, in India remains. So, India has to produce more doctors, that is.
At 140 rupees per sort of transaction, how do you keep the doctors incentivized? Because that seems too low if you're targeting doctors in the larger cities.
It is a city-specific model. So we are currently based in Udaipur, Rajasthan. So we look at what the doctors get paid in Udaipur, and we do that, right? When we moved in Haryana with the president, our price points are a little different. So, there is, we do a cost-plus pricing essentially. How much we pay to a doctor, what is the medicine cost, kind of add a price and do that. We don't do a willingness to pay pricing yet.
Thank you, Jagdeep. Next up is Help Us Green, a Kanpur-based social enterprise that is preserving River Ganga by flower cycling the waste from temples and mosques into patented lifestyle products. Please welcome on stage Ankit Agrawal and Karan Rastogi of Help Us Green.
We collect waste, 1.5 tons of waste flowers from Kanpur, 29 temples in Kanpur daily. Ganges Basin currently is the region with the highest number of gallbladder cancers in the world. Indian farmers, they tend to use 750 times more pesticides and insecticides on the flowers than the prescribed EU norms. Also, we make 3 products currently. One is Mitti. So what's special with Mitti is it's not just a normal vermicompost. We add 17 natural elements. For example, we collect all the coffee residue from the CCDs and baristas in Kanpur. We add it to a vermicompost, which helps boost the nitrogen value. So this is a USDA organic and EcoCert certified product. We make incense sticks which do not have coal in them as a burning material. These are available in 10 flavors. Every day we do around 1.5 tons of waste flowers. So our revenue in the first year was about 63 lakhs. This year we had expected 2.1, but we have already crossed that. In India, we started selling in India we started selling on e-commerce platforms since September 2015. Like now, the scenario is temple authorities call us to take their flowers.
Why looking at an overseas market, and are you, as a company, responsible for marketing your brands, or have you given that to somebody else?
No, so we don't do it as such. We had Densu Web Chutney had offered us as a part of the CSR to develop all the packaging and advertisements. So we have not invested in it. That's one. Second, why the overseas market? Because I also sit on a board of an international NGO which is based out of St. Gallen, Switzerland. So eco mapping and contacts over there were easy for me. And like a year and a half ago when we started this, no one actually believed that mandir ke phool se kuch ho sakta hai. So everyone thought that ye log pagal hai. So that was an easy market for us to tap. Like even convincing Indian audience today is like tough. Our energy was limited and it was easy for us. The profits were more, so we went for the foreign markets.
A huge round of applause for Help Us Dream. Moving on, our next finalist is King's Learning. Its first e-learning mobile app, N-Guru, provides employability-focused English training through innovative technology products. Please welcome on stage Arshan Vakil from King's Learning.
I'll first go over the core products of our app, right? So our mobile app is available in 28 different languages, covering all the important Indian languages and a few other Asian languages. It's completely adaptive. So based on your performance, the course adapts and you learn a lot faster or slower based on how you are progressing. And it's all industry specific. So when you first open the app, you go through a short test and you find out what your interests are. So if you're interested in working in a store versus working in a hotel, you get a different course. And at the moment, we're focusing on retail, hospitality, call centers, and finance. Those are the 4 industries we're focusing on, and then entry-level positions in those industries. And then finally, at the end of the course, the entire course is free, the app is free. We have certification at the end of the course, and certificates are linked directly to jobs. So when you purchase a certificate on the app, it gives you 5 interviews or 12 interviews, and very specific, like a salesman at a Star Bazaar. Which is where our whole business model comes in. The price point is between 100 to 500 rupees. We launched this only a few weeks ago, and we have 12 certificates and 60 plus jobs on the platform at launch.
You haven't talked at all about the learning method. How does the actual learning happen in the app?
There are different daily lessons, and each lesson consists of what we call a lesson, a conversation, and a game. Now, a lesson is what a traditional language learning app has, right? It's got different text questions, image questions, etc.
I mean, just to be more specific, is it conversational? Are these people are there people on the other end, or is it automated?
So the premium courses are people on the other end, but the general course is completely self-learning and completely offline. So how it works is that the lesson will be where you learn the concepts and then you go through a conversation. How a conversation works is that you're prompted to say something. You've got a couple of options of how you can say it. You say it, we record your voice. Then it recognizes your voice, and then based on that, the conversation goes in different directions based on what you say.
All right, thank you, Arshan. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have Curtin Web Innovations that has developed a digitally certified document repository for citizens. And to know more, let me invite on stage Avira Curtin.
Our product is Docs Wallet. We're a private digital locker services company operating since 2010. What we do, we provide a dedicated digital locker account for citizens where people can store all the documents. This is an official depository of documents as we partner the institution that's issued it in the first place. You can order, store, and even share certified and verified documents online from any of these institutions or governments that's partnered with us. And even if you have got any hard copies of your documents, you can get them digitally certified into your wallet. How do we do this? We partner with the institution, if it's a university, school, or college, or even if it's a government body. We provide our solution, we get them onto the network, and then help them to issue these documents digitally whenever somebody applies for the document. So that they no longer hand over the paper-based document. They give the electronic version into the wallet when it's required.
Eventually, right, is this a customer-centric play or is this an institution-centric play? In the sense, like, where's the stickiness higher?
It's both. So today, if you look at who pays for the service, it's a consumer, but I give it free, or there's no charges to institutions to come in. So it's like, maybe saying Facebook is giving free to the consumer, but the advertiser pays for it. I have both sides. So my primary revenue will come from the consumer.
Thank you, Avira. Moving on, our 5th finalist is Greedy Game, an in-content native advertisement platform that is making in-gaming advertisements less intrusive. And to know just how, please welcome on stage Arpit Jain from Greedy Game.
If you are playing games today on your mobile device, after some time, you will start seeing these kind of banner ads on the bottom of the screen. These keep on changing after every 30 seconds, and they're kind of annoying. So it's very important that we have to show ads in a way that user enjoys the game. This is a small video of few of our live implementations across different games. We have an SDK which a game developer could integrate in his game while making a game or updating a game on the App Store. It gives us the access to these assets within the game, which we can change with branded assets on the fly. So it could be a power-up, it could be a billboard, it could be something that is on the background, or it could be something which is active part of the game. So there are two core parts of the technology. One is that we are able to achieve this dynamically based on the user attributes. So that means in the same spots, we can have different ads based on where the user is playing the game, or what device the user is playing the game on, or what is the objective of the advertiser. Secondly, what we apply is image processing technology to take in creatives from the brand and actually resize them based on every different game's requirements and render it within the game experience. So this helps us in scaling it to multiple games in a native fashion where every game would have a different size requirements.
Can you share a little bit about what metrics you all have achieved so far?
Yes. So, I mean, in terms of revenue, right now we are clocking about $50,000 a month. In terms of metrics, 40 million users, on a monthly basis. And also we are scaling our efforts in few geographies like Southeast Asia.
On that note, time for a short break. On the other side, 5 finalists present their pitches to the jury. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.